Mili the Forgetful Mouse.
Once upon a time, in a meadow full of bright yellow and happy orange flowers, lived a tiny fuzzy mouse named Mili. Mili had a sweet smile, big rosy ears, and the shiniest black eyes you ever saw. He was wearing his favorite little red backpack and his sporty blue shoes. Mili loved going on adventures. But Mili had one tiny little problem. He was very, very forgetful. One sunny morning, Mili packed his special red backpack. He was going on a big trip with some of his friends.
I must remember everything.
Mili, Terry the turtle, Rocky the rabbit, and Billy the bird all stood together on the dirt path. The sun shone down through the green leaves, and the flowers smelled sweet.
Hooray!
Cheered Rocky the rabbit, pulling his blue hat down tight.
Let's go camping!
Billy the bird chirped happily. He was carrying his tiny green sleeping mat.
I packed my sweet seeds for a snack and an apple.
Mili smiled. He felt so happy to be going with his friends. They started down the path. Terry the turtle looked at Mili. Terry always noticed the little things, and he was thinking hard. Terry saw Mili's big pink ears wiggling in the breeze. Terry thought, Mili is missing something. He looked up at his friend.
Mili, my friend, tell me, where is your hiking hat?
Mili stopped wiggling his ears. He tapped his head with his tiny paw. Rocky the rabbit was wearing his blue hat. Terry the turtle was wearing his green hat. Mili's ears felt very breezy.
Oh, goodness, you are right. I forgot my hat. I needed my hat to keep the sun off my eyes and the breeze off my ears.
Rocky the rabbit giggled.
Silly, forgetful Mili.
Terry the turtle just laughed and said,
Oh, Mili, once again.
Billy the bird giggled and said,
Oh God, not again.
Mili burst into laughter and said,
Okay, friends. No problem. A camping trip without my hat is still fun.
And they all laughed. Mili, Terry, Rocky, and Billy walked a very, very long way, so the friends decided to stop. Rocky the rabbit, who was usually very speedy, used a big green leaf to fan his face.
This path is long and hot.
Billy the bird landed gently on a low tree branch. His eyes looked very sleepy. Terry the turtle slid his whole body against a tree trunk and closed his eyes. Terry was already taking a little nap. Mili was tired. He closed his eyes, and soon all four friends were taking a lovely quiet nap under the big green tree. After a short nap, they all woke up. They were not tired anymore.
Oh, dear, we have been walking for so long, and I forgot to pack something very important.
Rocky said,
What is it this time, Mili? Your water bottle? Your sun cream?
Mili shook his head sadly.
No, Rocky. I forgot to pack the most important thing for a long walk. I forgot to pack my legs that don't get tired.
They looked at Mili, and then they all started to giggle.
Oh, Mili, you are the silliest mouse ever. You can't forget your legs.
Rocky said,
Okay, where's the map? We need it now. Mili, give me the map, please.
Mili asked Terry.
Did I give the map to you to carry?
Terry nodded his head. Mili thought hard. He said,
I didn't forget the map. I forgot to take the map from my table before I left. I left it right next to the hat I also forgot.
Everyone was so angry now. How could they go to the campsite without a map? Oh, Mili, no! But then, Billy the bird chirped loudly. Billy was wearing his happy, cheerful smile. He put a wing up to his head. Billy had been flying high in the air, and his good eyes had seen everything. He thought about the map, but then he thought about what he saw from above. He said,
Don't worry, friends. I know the way to the campsite.
Terry the turtle said,
That's a brilliant plan, Billy.
Rocky said,
Let's follow Billy.
Mili looked at his friends. He was the most forgetful, but his friends were the most helpful. Mili smiled his biggest, happiest smile yet. And guess what? Billy found the sparkly blue river. Look how happy everyone is now. The river runs right past the big tree. It's like a long blue arrow pointing them to the campsite. Terry smiles with his eyes closed. Rocky gives a big, happy grin. Mili is so glad his friend Billy helped them. They will follow the happy river all the way to their camping spot. Hooray for Billy the bird! The friends walked and walked until their tummies went, grumble,
It's lunchtime.
chirped Billy the bird. They all sat down by the big rocky cave. Rocky the rabbit pulled out his yummy sandwich. Terry the turtle opened his juice box. But look at Mili the mouse. Oh dear. He looked sad as he sat by his little red backpack. Terry the turtle said,
But Mili, where is your sandwich?
Oh no, I did it again. I'm the most forgetful mouse ever. I forgot my lunch.
Terry put on a big funny smile and said,
Maybe you didn't forget it, Mili. Maybe the ants found your sandwich first.
They all giggled. Mili thought about the picture in his head. A sandwich covered in little black ants. Ew! Mili made a silly, shocked face, and then he started to laugh. But great friends always help,
Here you go, Mili.
said Rocky, holding out a big sandwich.
Have a sip of my juice, too.
Smiled Terry. The sun went down, and the moon climbed high, looking like a big yellow banana in the dark sky. The friends had finally found their campsite.
What should we eat for dinner?
Asked Mili the mouse. He made sure to check his red backpack 3 times. It was empty, of course. Rocky said,
This is the best camping trip ever.
Billy the bird sat on a log and sang a soft, sleepy nighttime song. They all ate their yummy toasted mushrooms and watched the fire dance. Mili the mouse sighed happily.
Thank you for helping me, friends. Even if I'm forgetful, I always remember how much fun we have.
Terry smiled.
That's what friends are for, Mili.
After all the fun, the yummy mushrooms, and the singing, it was time to say goodnight. The campfire glowed softly, keeping everyone warm. Mili the mouse snuggled into his red and white checkered blanket. He closed his little eyes and dreamt of happy adventures. Terry the turtle pulled his head into his shell a tiny bit. He was extra cozy in his green hat. Rocky the rabbit hugged his blue blanket tight. He had a big, happy smile even while he slept. And look! Even Billy the bird snuggled under a soft yellow blanket, resting on his log. He was a sleepy little fluff ball. In the morning the sun came up, but the sky was gray and cloudy. It was time for the friends to walk back home. They packed their bags and started down the path, but then big wet drops started falling from the trees. It was raining.
Oh dear, I'm getting soggy,
cried Rocky the rabbit, pulling his blue hat down low. Quick as a flash, the friends used big green leaves as umbrellas. They held them right over their heads. Mili the mouse felt a little sad and cold.
This rain is making us all wet.
That's right, Billy. We can just keep splashing our way home.
The friends walked until they reached the big rocky cave they had seen yesterday. The rain was coming down very hard now. Rocky said,
We are too wet. We need to hide from the rain.
Terry the turtle said,
The cave will keep us dry. Let's go inside.
But the cave looked dark and scary inside.
Wait, it's too dark. We need a light.
Everyone looked at Mili. Mili was the one with the smallest, easiest to carry backpack. Mili started digging through his little red bag. He looked sad. Oh no, the flashlight was not in the bag.
I'm sorry, friends. I'm forgetful, and I forgot the flashlight too.
Suddenly, a little bit of golden light appeared. It was coming from inside the dark cave.
Look, a light. Maybe it's a friendly firefly.
Mili the mouse stopped holding his leaf umbrella and squinted at the cave.
I'm the smallest. I can go see.
Brave Mili tiptoed to the mouth of the cave. Mili bent down and picked it up. It wasn't a glowworm or a firefly at all. Mili squealed with surprise and happiness.
It's the flashlight. I didn't forget it this time. I must have dropped it right here yesterday when we had lunch.
Hooray for the forgetful mouse who found the flashlight.
With the flashlight beaming bright, the four friends carefully walked inside the big, dry cave. Mili the mouse felt a tiny bit of warmth creeping back into his cold paws and said,
I'm glad I dropped it here yesterday.
They all sat close together, feeling safe and happy inside the cave while they waited for the rain to stop. They listened to the drumming of the rain and smiled at each other. Adventures are always best when you have good friends. After a long time, the drumming rain finally went, and then it was totally quiet. They stepped out and hurried down the path. They could already see the little houses of their village. Mili the mouse and Terry the turtle walked happily. Rocky the rabbit and Billy the bird walked right behind them. Look, they are home. They made it through the woods in the rain, all because they were such good friends. It was the best camping adventure ever.